Welcome to episode 2 of Maroon Sports Talk. Brendan Foister, our first topic today is girls volleyball reflection. So we just talked about recently we lost to West Jess in the region, but they gave out several awards at the end of it. And I didn't realize this, but West Jess has won 14 straight regional girls volleyball tournament titles. That's domination. That's a dynasty.
Yeah, don't know what's in the water up there with volleyball, but man, they've got something going on. We'd like to steal it. But no, some of the best volleyball I saw our girls playing was there in that last match with them on a neutral court in the region tournament. Taking West Jessamine to 32 points in the second set. It was everybody on our team looked like they were just having fun and playing volleyball against really good competition. We got to give a shout out to Taylor Absher. She made the 12th region all-tournament team. And of course, with that, I got to give a shout out to next year Lakeland Dykes, who's this year a sophomore, stepping in as libero. That's a tough thing to step in as a first year as a libero. A lot of pressure, and she did well.
Then one of your favorite sophomores coming up, Olivia Travis, 2025 first team all-region, voted by the coaches. And then we had several district all-season winners, Olivia Travis, Taylor Absher, Sammy Blevins, and Jasper Tingle. And then Sammy Blevins got her in class, love her, best and brightest from the American Volleyball Coaches Association. And this was a GPA-based award. So, big season for the girls. What are you most looking forward to in the upcoming season?
Growth. We saw a coming out party with Taylor Absher there at the very end. She was playing stellar lights out leading up to that championship game in the district where she was just a handful. I can't wait for her junior year. Of course, all of the juniors next year. That is a group that is ate up with volleyball. All of those ladies, love them, have them in class. They're going to do great.
Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to the big game we just had. We went over to the mountains of Pineville, so hopefully, talking about that over there with the big chain rock and everything, the long drive. But Bell County was 9-0 heading over there. You and I talked about this last week. We expected a victory. I probably expected us to win by like 7 points, but Bell County come out, man, and they came out and bringing it to us in the first half.
Yeah.
So 20-7 at halftime, a little worried about the boys, and Coach Burns always makes those halftime adjustments. So let's go ahead and talk about the game.
Oh my gosh, Halloween night couldn't have been a bigger treat for us. Totally tricked them in Bell County. The Fighting Coach Dudley's, he's been there almost 50 years, James. He's never had a fall off. It's nuts. But our guys came ready to play. Got to give it up, man, for our defense and our offensive and defensive line. They're stepping up. They're beast mode. Love it.
So, talking to the boys a little bit, a lot of things happened in that game, a lot of momentum changes. One of the things we need to talk about is I heard that they execute a onside kick almost every single Thursday in practice, and they end up saying it never works in practice, talking to Coach Russell. Like he said, this never works. And they go over to Bell County and come out, and it works like a charm. They go ahead, and Jet McEwen and Brian Ford and several others just blow their guys up on the line. And Bryson Mounts kicks a perfect one that I heard went exactly like 10.5 yards. And Bryson Mounts recovers his own kick. And you talk about momentum change in that third quarter of the game. It really flipped things around, and our boys then got a touchdown off that drive, and next thing you know, score a touchdown, onside kick, score a touchdown, and now it's nip-tuck for the rest of the game.
He's silent, but don't let him fool you. Gold toe, baby. Bryson Mounts, making it happen. That's awesome. I'm happy for that guy.
Looking at social media, I love Able Media, so to give them a shout-out, they always do such good things on Twitter and post the updates up there. But seeing the boys also had to have a huge first overtime stop where we didn't score, and Bell County got the ball back. If they score, they win. They've got a 4th and 6 inches from the 6-inch line, and they're trying to go in, and I think they tried to throw a pass, and it looked like Will Adams deflected it for me, and maybe Chris Dezern too. But it's one of those big plays where we run off the field, and now we got new life, and it goes to the second overtime.
Oh, that's awesome. Anytime you get into overtime, anything can happen. Sudden death like that, especially when you're across the train tracks of I-75 on that side. Weird stuff happens sometimes when you're playing more than just the opponent, but I'm so happy for our guys. That was an awesome victory.
Well, to talk about the second overtime, Bell County never kicks extra points. Like they don't even have a kicker, I don't think, on the roster. So they always go for 2. So that's a Coach Dudley thing. So fortunately for us, we do have Bryson Golden Toe, Mr. Upright Mounts, because when that game got tied and that extra point went through the uprights, The guys celebrated so hard during that extra point for the 35-34 victory. That felt nice being a 9-0 team. We looked last week and there were 10 undefeated teams in Kentucky. Because of Pulaski County, there's not 11.
Man, being the talk of the town the very next day after Halloween, and I got to see social media flooded with everybody rushing the field like that. That's awesome, man. Good for our guys. They battle all year long. They start practice, goodness, January 1st, it feels like. So the season's just nonstop. Those guys are putting in the work, and it's paying off.
Okay, now let's transition to our upcoming playoff game. Big news, the fans know this already. The game got moved from Friday night to Thursday night, which means it's tonight when we run this broadcast because we're going to air on Thursday. So the game is upcoming tonight, Thursday night for the East Jess game. The game's at 7:30. So they moved it because of bad weather. So instead of playing in the rain, and you know, I don't think it would have affected us one way or the other in this game, but for our fans, it's absolutely good to get them out on a beautiful night versus a rainy night.
It's good for our guys when they're putting in the work at practice during the week. If they know that they got a torrential downfall that's waiting them at the end of the week, even if you're favored, you're like, man, I will, but I'd rather not. It's supposed to be gorgeous Thursday night. So come on out, watch these guys put it down on Thursday Night Lights, baby.
Thursday Night Lights, man, that just sounds different for things. East Jess comes in at 2-8. You and I looked at it a little bit earlier. They won the first 2 games of the year and now have lost 8 in a row. So now how do you get, you know, as Coach Burns, how do we go and motivate our boys to come out and play this game here? And I don't think you really need a lot of motivation now because it's lose and you go home.
Right.
So now, you know, it's got to be self-motivated. The goal is for you and I in Maroon Sports Talk to be at Commonwealth Stadium filming from there. Imagine that. Imagine if we're able to do that in football right after we've done it for 2 years in basketball, and we did it in baseball.
I can imagine it, but I'm going to quote my famous poet right here, P.W. Herman. I lived it. We're going to live it, baby. I feel like there's some good mojo vibes in the air, and if you're hosting it right here on Pulaski County Field, everybody's got to come to us. Come get some.
Hey, you know one thing, I know viewership's going to be through the roof, so they love it. And we got to give a shout out to Mr. Woodcock because he's taking my place. I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona. So Brandon Foister and Brad Woodcock have it live on the air tonight, Thursday night, for the kickoff against East Jess.
Any chance you're going to Winslow and you can stand on a corner?
I'm out for you.
All right, do it for me.
See what comes through there.
Do it.
Next, let's transition to the big money-raising for cancer powder puff football game that Brandon Foister goes to every single year because his brother-in-law organizes that. So people don't know, Scotty Grubbs is married to this guy's sister. So best luck to him and the family. But let's talk about Powder Puff, man. Walk me through that. You were there, I was not.
Every single year, it feels like the event gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the girls have a lot of fun. But the real winner is the winner for cancer research. All the money that comes in at the gate or donations and concessions goes to it. It's a big, lively event. The crowd gets bigger and bigger. But the draw was happened before it happened, and it was the matchups to start. 2 games simultaneously. Seniors and sophomores on one end and juniors and freshmen on the other. Well, to recap the juniors and freshmen, juniors came away with their first win for this group of young ladies, and they go marching to the championship game, defeating the freshmen. But the story, man, was the offensive overload that was going on with the sophomores. Sophomores jump out 14-0 on the seniors. It's looking like it's going to be a show. They ran back a pick 6, and then it was the Hannah Murray and Brooklyn Thomas pitch and catch. Could not be stopped. The onslaught came. Claire Hamilton coming out there playing injured and hurt. The seniors take it home. 42-35 final, and it was great. But taking it to the championship game, juniors, man, controlling the pace of play. Aubrey Richardson, if she didn't rush for 500 yards between those 2 games, I would be shocked. She's probably still out there running. Bella Stevens catching a lot of end zone receptions, and of course Olivia Travis out there smiling, running the show as QB. But it wasn't enough. As it goes to overtime, sudden death. Juniors get the ball first, can't punch it in, and it's the seniors pitching it to, you guessed it, Anna Ross for the winning touchdown. Championship and the Lombardi Trophy goes to the senior class.
Well,
it was a great time.
We got to give a shout out too, because these girls, as good as they are, they couldn't do anything about these 5 outstanding coaches I'm about to mention, because you had coaching in the overtime. We had to get there. So Jet, Zach, Toby, Brian, Chase, and Bryson was a big reason that the senior girls were able to take this title home, and it's good having that senior leadership out there. So congratulations to the senior winners of the Powder Puff.
Sophomore class had about 11 coaches on the staff and a trainer. It might have been a little difference of philosophical differences.
11 still can beat 5.
Shout out to Riley Ross and Lily Price.
I heard she had an arm, so we'll transition now. But shout out to Riley Ross.
Dang!
Okay, cross-country reflection. We wanted to have the great Maya Stone today, but she got a little bit busy. And one thing I've learned from social media posts is she absolutely loves her kids. And it's evident because she's going to talk about how much she misses this year's seniors. And I think the two big seniors are Maggie Bircham and Hannah Murray. And how can you not love either one of those girls? I know one's my niece, the other one's not. But anyway, we get through that to just a little wrap up for cross country. They run in state, probably didn't place as well as they wanted to, but they gave 100%. And the cutest thing was Hannah's Murray mom, Tamilia, she actually showed pictures of Maggie and Hannah back when they were like 4 running cross country, and then their senior picture together.
Wow. Well, I mean, the fact that they're out there running year-round, and I see them up Main Street constantly year-round, doesn't matter. They really put in the work there. I love it for the whole squad that they got. They got a really good group of not only just studded athletes that run every single day for them, but what they do in the classroom academically has been great. You got Micah and Abel Super. You've got Michaela Burton Grace, love to death senior. She's stepping up and doing great things. So it is a great group.
Okay, let's switch over now to boys and girls wrestling updates. That's
Yeah.
one thing I've not been to yet is a wrestling match. But
Oh, it's great.
I didn't know this, that
It's
Alicia
intense.
Cook's husband, Tate, is the wrestling coach. So from what I've heard from the kids, they love Tate Cook.
Yeah.
So he's doing a great job with them. They're practicing at Northern Middle School at the Health and Wellness Center. Usually it's 3:30 to 5:30, but sometimes it's 5:30 to 7:30. The first match they have is Saturday, November the 29th. I've also got the full schedule on my phone. We have one home meet that you and I need to go to on a Saturday. So I'll look at the date and tell the fans that. But if you want more information about this particular thing, you can contact, I think it's Connor or Bubba Dishman. My main man will
love
tell you all
Bubba.
about wrestling in
Love
here.
that.
So what are you most excited about if we go catch our first match?
I got to see a match last year. It was right before Christmas break. We hosted here at Pulaski County Gym, and it was the most insane, awesome thing I've ever seen. There's guys running in trash bags trying to make weight right before a match starts, and then making weight. It's intense. So people are screaming, shouting before any competition happens. Then the wrestling starts. I felt like I was at the Cobra Kai All-American Valley Karate Championships. It's intense. There's guys' heads turning pale, and they're squeezing and they're tugging. Wrestling's great. Bring it on.
So here's what I do know. They're by weight classes. So they start at 106 pounds, and then it goes up by 6 pounds all the way till you get to heavyweight. And I think heavyweight's like everything 215 and above.
My man Jack
But
Furr, he's
Graham
awesome.
Hamilton right now is trying to cut 20 pounds. He's cut 12 off in the last 2 weeks. He needs to cut 8 more pounds.
Took me about
so
2
he's
months.
going to have to eat light on this Phoenix trip and get a bunch of exercise in. But anyway, if you want to join the wrestling team, you can contact Alicia Cook, who can contact her husband Tate Cook, contact her man Bubba Dishman, but we got it ready to go. So now, Brandon, let's get to our brand new segment, which gets to be a little controversial from time to time, the top 5 girls volleyball players of all time. Now, we do want to tell the fans this is very subjective. This is not a one-person list. We contact 4 or 5 people every time we try to throw this stuff together, because obviously we've seen a lot of these, but we've not seen every single player play every single game. So I'll start with number 5.
Okay.
The 5th best female volleyball player of all time, according to our research, was Lindsay Dip Parmalee.
Got to watch her, yeah.
Dip made the top national club team at LUV. She was actually a setter, defensive specialist, and libero, but she played front row when needed. My best memory of Dip was we were over at Corbin. She wasn't the libero just yet. They were trying to figure out who wanted to be the libero and who could play it best. Corbin beat us set 1, set 2. Stephen Teresa moved her to libero at the start of set 3. We did the reverse sweep. 1 sets 3, 4, and 5, and left Corbin with the 3-2 victory.
all, man.
So shout out to Dip Parmalee for number 5.
Yeah, number 4, got to come at you with Brooke Vinovic. Brooke Vinovic, and a shout out to her sister, who also played, I heard, was pretty darn good. Attended a few Division I elite camps. She signed with Union to play volleyball and helped set a lot of conference records while playing 4 years there. Hall of Fame for Union College, 1,000 kill club at Union. Brooke Vinovic, and of course, her lovely husband, right? Used to teach here, Andy.
Hey,
Garth.
Andy's going to get on to you and I for having her too low on this list. And Andy, she may be right up there in the top 2. It may be a little low for Brooke because we do love some Brooke Vinovich. So she had a 1,000 kill club at Union as well. So, I mean, she was a big-time front row player. Number 3, we're going to go with Samantha Randolph. Now, Samantha played high club volleyball too at LUV. She signed to play at the University of Cumberland. Then I got this little tip today. She is actually All-State honorable mention. She also had the Under Armour Phenom Award, and she played one season at the University of the Cumberlands before she decided to go to Auburn to pursue her degree as a vet.
Wow, I would love to be known as a phenom at anything in my life. How great of an honor that is. Coming in at number 2, another Randolph that we all know, Peyton Randolph, 12th Region Player of the Year. She was in the 1,000 Kill Club, Commonwealth Journal Player of the Year. She was All-State Team, 2-year starter at Georgetown College. Peyton Randolph.
And number 1, that brings us to, if one time we had suggestions about doing greatest like brother, sister, or tandems.
Yeah.
We've got 2 Randolphs, now we got 2 Parmalees.
Yeah.
Number 1, Sydney Parmalee. She was named to the All-Decade team from 2010 to 2020. She was the Commonwealth Journal Volleyball Player of the Year in 2016. She was first team All-Region in 2016, 2017, and 2018. She got the team awards for most kills for 2 years in a row, most assists in 2018, and she got various MVP awards from several different tournaments. So number 1 of all time. Congratulations, Sydney Sid Parmalee.
That's a great list, man. All time. I love it.
Okay, now let's go ahead and nominate our athletes of the week, Brandon Foister. I'll let you go first on this one, and I'll finish it up.
Friday night at Bell County was a single-game record set by Maroon, and it's my man in beast mode, Cone Finley. He had 13 solo tackles, James, in the game, and 14 assists, totaling for 27 tackles in a game. Cone Finley getting it done also offensively as well. Got to give a shout out to him.
You know, thinking about that, we need to add in a brand new Maroon Sports Award for like best individual performance. So the best one-game performance of any sport during the season, I think we need to nominate a brand new MSA this year because that's a school record. 27 is big time.
That's insane.
Like a good game is like 14, 15, and he's getting 27.
I don't think I could eat 27 grapes. Like, oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Brandon, that is a great choice, and I really can't argue for that one, but I'm talking to some players and teammates and coaches, and, you know, I'd like to do an honorable mention right here and go with Bryson Mounts. Bryson Mounts actually did the onside kick recovery, which was huge in that game for the momentum sweep, and he kicked the game-winning PAT to win the game 35-34. So not often can you give a shout-out to your kicker on the team, but let's give a shout-out to Bryson Mounts here for honorable mention.
I call him Gold Toe, but he's the car wash, baby, because he's automatic. Bryson Mounts.
Okay, we're going to do the Maroon closeout now. Brandon, let's go ahead and reflect on last week's Maroon top 5 athletes of all time. So you and I have talked to a few people and got some feedback, and we've realized, you know, Joe Griffiths, we love you, but maybe you fall at 6, 7, or 8 instead of number 3 because we've had some feedback for things. One person they think we've left off the list we need to give a shout out to is John Perkins. John Perkins was a Wayne County import originally, but he played here for 3 years. He was a very good football player. He was a very good basketball player, and he was a very good baseball player. So that embodies the true Maroon athlete when you can do 3 sports successfully.
It's a trifecta. Yeah, give it up for the Wayne County guy.
And
Also
maybe
Maroon,
Reggie Hansen was too low. Maybe Reggie Hansen needs to move from 5 to number 3 maybe on this list. Who knows? You know, subjective, but he did play professional basketball for the Boston Celtics and then professionally overseas for Japan.
I got a love for Reggie. Seeing him here and getting to watch him coach and play for the blue and white, I got a love for Reggie.
Okay, so the best thing that we saw this week. So I got to give my boy here in the back that's listening right now, Jet McEwen, a shout out. We actually did the Million Book giveaway. And the best thing I saw, fans, you're going to see this picture of Jet and his little brother. And so just having the picture in the cafeteria and seeing our student athletes, like the football players, Moon Gabi went with me as well, but seeing them get there and be able to resonate with the kids and have the relationship with them. But I love just seeing the picture of older brother with younger brother in the cafeteria, and that's the best thing I saw this week from
the gift that
athletics
keeps
side.
on giving. If your heart don't grow 4 sizes too big inside your chest after seeing that, I don't know what will, folks.
Fans, remember also, if you want to have any feedback, any suggestions, new content, things we might have messed up on, you can go to www.maroonsportsnetwork@gmail.com. Give us some feedback, so we'll have the email up there on the screen. And we'd like to thank all of our sponsors that's coming up here for you. So, you know, the West Families and the Josh Andersons and all the banks and everybody else that supports Maroon Sports Network. We hope to see you on the broadcast tonight as we take on East Jessamine.
See you there.